Hello everyone, I'm Rampage and with me is Blue Calico, and we are Sweaty Palms Gaming.
What up?
Had to remember how to run. Kind of like real life, I gotta remind myself how to run.
No kidding. I thought about it the other night. I'm like, there's no way I can run for my life anymore.
Right? I get about a block.
Should I open it?
I don't even know if I'd try.
Sweet.
I get about a block at the most. That's if I
I
ran.
don't even know if I'd get that far.
Hell, just walking
They'd
fast
be
almost
like,
does me
you
in.
better run for your life. I'm like, you might as well just shoot me now.
Alright, well, looks like I'm going down fighting.
There's a place this way.
Yeah, I'm not even going to fight you because you know what? There's no point in going out tired.
Manners are free, kid. Oh, wait, manners nothing. In Hawaii, littering's illegal. I should say, hey, buddy, trash belongs in trash
Yeah,
cans.
I've just
all right?
decided that there's no way I could run for my life anymore.
It's not mine. I don't even drink that shit.
What'd you say?
I don't know how there's people my age that run miles a day.
Trash detected. Trash detected.
Whoa, what the hell? Is that giant vacuum cleaner Sojimaru? If this thing's here, that means...
By that distinctive head of hair. Is that you, Lord Shrub?
I don't believe it. Professor Okita?
I wanna.
Professor Okita's the inventor who developed a home cleaning robot called the Soji. Then he started working on an industrial-sized one to clean all of Yokohama. Of course, it went berserk on its first test run. Oh, what a nightmare. I can still hear her digital healing music.
Fancy seeing you all the way out here. Taking vacation?
Something like that, yeah. What about you, Doc? Finally laying Sojimaru to rest here in paradise?
Of course not. Since you and I last saw one another, I've been hard at work on it. Recently, an American company took an interest and offered me a position. So now I spend my days here.
Sometimes their
Hey, pretty good
banter
deal. Sojimaru
makes
must
me
be
laugh.
almost ready for her world.
And sometimes it's just so sweet that it makes me smile. And then sometimes it's so...
You should know. I'm on the cusp of a major breakthrough, in fact.
Hey,
Like I said, having two people follow you around and just flirt with each other the whole time.
how that's even possible.
Precisely so.
Like in real life, it makes me want to vomit a little.
And she can also make pancakes.
Wow. Guess you've really evolved, Sojimaru. Pancakes from your trash hole don't sound very appetizing, though.
Well,
Pancakes from your
Sojimaru
trash
shit
hole.
undergoes
Doesn't
it.
sound very appetizing.
She's still the Yokohama model.
Oh, yeah?
You see, just as I finished writing her new program, the marketing, even the seed money I'd been given was...
I get it. Sometimes you just can't catch a break, huh?
And of course, what few semiconductor chips I could get my hands on.
Right, again, I'm not sure a vacuum needs those kinds of...
Lord Shrub, I must ask you for...
Let me guess. You want me to bankroll you?
Astute as ever, Lord Shrub. We were...
I wouldn't go that far. So... Let's see... 3,000, huh? Oh, figures it wouldn't be pocket change.
I'll compensate you handsomely when she's finished.
All right, all right.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, sure. I'll see you around.
So, I can go fight a guy that calls himself a Dragon King, or I can go fight an actual dragon. Those are my options right now.
Hey.
Actual dragon sounds more fun.
I may not have to fight it if I answer all these questions correctly, but the last time I did that, I had to Google it.
Totally.
Because if you answer her questions correctly, you don't have to fight her in dragon form. She'll just give you what she's got. You don't have to beat her for it. Otherwise, if you don't answer her questions correctly, she tries to kill you as a dragon.
Oh.
Hey, get over here.
I feel like I need to take my shoes off. They're gonna start annoying me.
Welcome.
Hi.
Okay. Oh.
Hey. Bye-bye. Aloha.
Yo. Hmm?
Damn it.
Freight trains
Aloha.
Hold up. What are you looking at? Yeah.
Hmm?
Huh?
Let's get in this rinky little boat in the middle of the night and go out to sea.
Yeah,
You're doing what?
Where are we headed?
Get in this tiny little speedboat.
The sun's going down. Whatever then. I'll just sit here. Could use the shut-eye.
We're here.
We are?
Excuse me, what do you mean we're here?
Yeah, it's the middle of the ocean, lady. Oh, bursting for a piss, too. Don't you dare pee in my boat. Right there. See it?
That a cruiser? Here it comes.
Listen,
Okay.
right now, we're short on faith, but shorter on time. Trusting you is a gamble. For your
But
sake,
before we go there,
Don't
we're
let
gonna
me
stop
regret
and
it.
pick up every little thing we can.
I'm not sure I get you.
Hell was that about game?
When
We're in a
someone
hurry.
bets big on me,
Hang on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go do the dungeon real quick.
No,
Hope
we're in a
so.
hurry. Wait. Before I come rescue
How
you,
about you
sir,
talk straight
I need to
with
get
us?
this chest over here.
Best place to
Oh,
hide
I'm
a
bleeding
tree is
out.
the
Oh,
forest.
oh, wait. You keep
Here,
bleeding. I'm gonna open this.
we've got something
Yeah,
better.
there's a gold
We
over
keep
here. I
precious
need to get.
cargo at sea.
No kidding.
Akane-san.
Lani?
Akane-san?
I suppose I should say hello. Ichiban Kasuka-san.
I'm gonna kill this guy. Why do I gotta lead if you're the one that's chasing him? That's stupid.
Hiding out on the ocean. Bryce was scouring the city, but they were never there. And you were the old woman's contact this whole time.
You watch your tongue talking about her. When she was a Palikana volunteer, she did a lot of good for people. You don't want to find out how far I'd go to protect her.
So this is who Bryce is tearing up the island for?
It's okay. Introduce yourself.
Nice to meet you. My name is Lani.
My name's Kasuga. Ichiban Kasuga. It's nice to meet you too, Lani.
Thank you very much.
Which means you're Akane-san, aren't you?
That's right. Akane Kishida. I appreciate all you've been through. Just for my and Lani's sake. I'm very sorry.
Hey, everything we did was our choice.
Yeah, you got nothing to be sorry for. Besides,
She said, "Hey,
Kasuga's mother,
take a look
aren't you?
over there,"
we'd have followed you into hell
and then
itself.
walks over and kneels down.
Your boy here knows how to inspire folks.
Let me stand right in front of you
I'm so very sorry.
while you're trying to
How
talk to me.
troublesome must it be to have an old woman interrupt your life, claiming to be your mother?
To be honest, it still hasn't sunk in. I'm not really sure how to process all this stuff.
Don't worry. That's a very normal response. Sawashiro-san knew that I was being selfish, reaching out to you. I had to beg him before he'd do it. Still, thank you for finding me. It's good to meet you.
Oh, come on. This is embarrassing. Akane-san. It is okay to call you that, right?
Of course it is.
There's a lot we should probably talk about. But right now, your safety is top priority.
Yeah, now that we're back on land, who knows when Bryce might sniff us out.
Say, Lani, have you ever been to Japan?
Mm-mm.
Okay, well, Akane-san's gonna take you there, alright? It's colder than it is here, but the food's great.
If we go there, Akane will be safe?
Yeah, Akane-san can rest easy, and you won't have to
You
hide
two
anymore.
bitches better pick up the pace.
It's true. Japan's a nice place.
Okay. Then, let's go.
Alright, we should get moving. Thankfully, the Daidoji
Hey,
faction's here.
you take a look over
Got
there.
a lot of pull back home.
Daidoji?
Yeah, they can get you and Akane-san to Japan in a snap. That sound okay to you, Akane-san?
Kyo-san and I knew that we could only keep hiding for so long. We'll put our faith in you from here on.
Kyo-san?
Ahem.
Great name. It suits you. Sorry, we probably should have asked.
Don't wear it out.
Alright, I'm gonna make the call. Hold on a second.
Hanawa?
Yeah, he said he could arrange a flight out for us. Let's hope these guys are as good as their word.
Chitose. Everything good?
Oh, yeah. Don't mind me.
Yeah. Make sure it's ready. We'll bring them by soon.
Hanawa's place is kind of far from here. Think you could get us a ride? The Daidoji safe house is the best spot for Akane-san and Lani right now.
I can get you something sturdy. Bulletproof. Driver to go with it, too.
Just say the word. You may not know this, but I was a hell of a getaway driver back in the day.
You may not know this, but I'm a former cop.
How about that? Guess we'll just leave the past in the past for now.
Don't mind if we do.
Different topic, but the boyfriend promised to take me on his next party cruise.
Hang on, this thing's gonna burn, but I still gotta make her do it.
Okay.
No, it's been 45 minutes in a car driving down the road in Hawaii.
Say, Akane-san, mind if I ask something? These people, why are they after the two of you?
It's this. It's what Lani's carrying.
Huh?
Lani, would you show him? It's okay. Kasuka-san's someone you can trust.
A pendant? That's Polycana's insignia.
It is.
I've seen this before somewhere. Oh. Before. Bryce was wearing one that looked like that. Callan and Dana and the other Polycana followers. They all dressed pretty similar, but none of them had a pendant quite like this. No wonder it stood out at the time.
This one's unique. It's the sage of Polycana's birthright. It's been passed down through generations since the Order was founded. A sacred relic. Truly one of a kind.
One of a kind, huh? But that would mean...
Right. Therein lies the problem. You see, I met Lani only recently. About 2 weeks ago now, I think. It was late. Close to midnight, best as I recall. The rest of the orphanage staff had gone. The children were all asleep. I'd been catching up on paperwork, staying overtime.
Staying until midnight? I guess you had a lot of responsibility as director.
Thanks for saying so, but it's a rewarding job. Anyway, it was around then I heard a knock on the door. And there she was. Lani. In all my time at the orphanage, no one had ever come to us like that. Alone. In the middle of the night.
Lani, what brought you to Akane-san's place?
I never had a mom or dad. I grew up with my grandma. But then, Grandma got sick. She went to the hospital. They told us she wouldn't get better.
I'm really sorry.
Grandma said if she had to leave me, she needed to make sure I'd be okay. She gave me this pendant and a letter, and said that in Honolulu, there's a
Yeah,
Polycana
it's a good
orphanage
thing you
I
guys
should go
got here
to.
now that I've done all the fighting.
What was in the letter?
Way to climb
It's
that
less
ladder.
of a letter, more of a will, but not from Lani's grandmother. It's 70 years old, written by Polycana's sage at the time.
Now that's pretty fucking interesting.
What does it say, Akane-san?
I've memorized every word of it. If, in the event of my death, Bryce Fairchild is named Sage of Polycana, his claim must be deemed illegitimate and falsely gained. The rightful sage, as elected by our officers, shall be born only of the Mililani family. To this true successor, I bequeath our most precious heraldry. The Mililani family has one living heir, Lani. When she brought that to me, I could scarcely believe it was authentic.
Yeah, I'm sure. The whole time, Bryce must have seemed like a righteous leader. You couldn't have known he was hiding anything.
That's why I fell into his trap. I called Bryce to ask him about it.
You did what came naturally. That letter was way too much to handle on your own. It would have been standard procedure to inform Bryce, I'm sure.
Thank you. But standard or not, it was the worst move I could have made. I got Lani something to eat and called Bryce's number. Despite how late it was, Bryce immediately said he'd come over. That was when I started feeling like something was wrong.
I magicked that guy right off the edge of the cliff.
Acting like usual.
I just kept hitting him and hitting him.
Then he saw the pendant and the will. Before I knew it, Lani had a gun pointed at her. All I could do was take her hand and run away. But Bryce's men were already after us. We were being hunted. Everyone in Polycana I used to trust turned on us. But somehow, we got to Night Square, where Kyo-san was willing to give us shelter.
You were in my turf from the very start, and I never found you.
Well, hey now,
I'll
look
never
at you
live
jumping
this
up here with
shit
me.
down.
Don't be so hard on yourself. Since you and Bryce are enemies, it meant Night Square was safe for them. Wait, didn't Dana say that Akane-san left a letter behind?
With all his resources, I bet the Sage has a forger on payroll.
I guess so. That means the police who gave up looking are probably with Bryce, too. Anyway, if he was ready to kill a little girl just like that, this is the real deal. That night, did he come alone? Maybe he didn't want his people learning the truth. And now every gang in Hawaii is trying to cover it up.
Have you become infinitely wealthy yet?
Desperate. Hey, Akane-san, what did the will mean about him being illegitimate?
Cough it up. I can hear you through the
From
wall.
what I understand, the last sage was killed in a robbery, along with his wife.
Oh.
Bryce claims that the sage entrusted his pendant to him as he was dying. If falsely gained means what I think it might.
Then Bryce might have been behind that robbery, huh? Seems like the last sage saw Bryce for what he was, according to the will. In that case, this pendant's the real thing. And Bryce's must be.
Most likely, a fake. The last sage could have sensed something amiss and switched pendants in advance.
I just found
Probably.
the thunderclap.
Considering what he wrote down. Now it makes sense. Bryce would do anything to keep that
It's an
secret.
orb.
So this Lani family, what happened?
They must have known the danger they'd face challenging him.
Thunder Cheeks coming through.
Even
What?
after so long. Bryce is crazed when it comes to maintaining power.
Seems that way.
And so, the Lani family abandoned Palakana for their own safety. Lani's grandmother had no ties to them. I doubt she even fully knew the pendant's true worth. She may have only thought Palakana would look after Lani if she had it in her possession, never realizing the danger it put her in.
This means Lani is the
Let's
real
find
sage
your
of
mom.
Palakana, doesn't it?
And I just fell right off the side of that
A
cliff.
child shouldn't have to bear that kind of burden.
Wasn't really a cliff, it
Palakana
was
has
an
gone this long
overhang,
without
but
her.
I fell off of it.
There's no good reason to involve her now.
You need to unmute
You're
your
right.
mic.
It's all gonna
Sounds
be
like
okay,
I'm just
Lani.
talking to myself.
Sit tight. Let the
Well, I was
grown-ups
listening to the
protect you.
story here.
The grown-ups. It's really been 45 years. You're older now than Masumi-san was the last time I saw him.
You should have seen me in my prime. Sorry you couldn't.
I should say the same thing to you, but I've always wanted to hold you again. And now, oh, you're much too big for me to pick up.
Yeah, don't want to hurt your back. The thing is, Akane-san, I know you best as the woman Arakawa-san told me about.
Hmm?
How you carried a newborn out of the hospital, doing everything you could to protect it? I mean, that's just amazing.
There was nothing amazing about it. All I did was run for my life. And when I stowed that baby away, I had given up on everything.
Akane-san, look what you're doing right now.
Everybody on me now.
Running with a child. So I am. Some people never learn, do we?
You know, Arakawa-san said to me that of all the women over the years, there was only one. Even if I've only just met you, I can tell why.
Thank you for that.
Eyes on the damn road.
Of course. I'll deliver you safely. I swear on my life, boss.
Right here's good. The Daidoji safe house is just up there.
Hold back a second. Tetsu.
All quiet. Nobody in sight.
Sachi.
Everything looks
Get
okay,
out of the
boss.
fire, stupid.
Coast is clear. That's all I've got for you.
I appreciate this, Yamai.
It's usually too late for men like us to do right by the people we came from.
Hey, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification button. If you want to talk about the game, go ahead and leave a comment. Thank you very much for watching our videos and have a great day.